No, it's pretty, oh no, I kind of figured that. You can watch it either PS4 or your phone, either way. Let's see here. The person you want to look for is the exact same name as I normally use for my PS4. It's been stopped. It shouldn't be. I don't. Nah, this usually happens with YouTube sometimes, where how can I say it? Where progress, well, not the progress, but the podcast or broadcasting usually gets stopped for some weird reason, time to time. Are you trying to review it for PS4 or the oh, that's weird. I don't know. That's actually beyond me. Try to go through the voice chat itself and try to view broadcast from there instead of the invite. See if that works. Figures it was gonna do that. Okay, because what you're looking at basically, since it's a little bit behind from between where you live and from where I'm at the moment, due to some weird thing, what you're looking at basically is my place and the home, and it's the mist. Shouldn't.
I can just go out of Destiny, go to what's new, and I can do a lot of stuff just to be able to see that. It just has the buffer and everything. Afterwards I can see.
Because if it's having trouble on here, then there's a possibility that I may have to do a bit of a switch then. Because I normally shouldn't have any issues with YouTube, but otherwise I'll try the other route, which you don't need to log in for that one either. Yeah, according to my friend, basically, because he usually uses his PS4 to log into YouTube.
I'm back.
Welcome back.
We's not.
Weebs. Very much weebs.
What are you logging into?
Nothing.
Uh,
Yeah, I'm watching it on YouTube and it's like YouTube on my PlayStation, and it's working just fine.
I have no idea what his YouTube channel is.
Same name as mine.
Oh. Wait, Ultima or Zodiac?
Zodiac Eclipse.
Okay.
Subs. Zip. I need to go here. I need to go here.
That moment, I literally cannot find the channel at all. I know.
I found it. You have the new scubas. I'm sending it to you on a Discord. And I think I have to send it to one other person, I don't know who it is.
Let's see if my friend is on or not.
Who else is wanting to watch it?
Me.
That would be named
Cloud.
in Discord. Cloud.
Destin Hero or just Cloud. Honestly, you could just put it in the raw server if you really wanted to.
You know what I'm gonna do?
So,
Copy.
yeah, my other friend is online indeed. What?
Where shall I put it?
Oh, that's one of my other friends on the PlayStation Network who has been trying to get a hold of me. That's one of my other friends. He likes to apparently stalk the hell out of me for some weird reason. I don't know why. Oh, I know he can. Yeah. But, no. Like I said, just gonna do
Just check
this.
general.
Basically, where I'm standing, if once it goes to your end, it's gonna show you my full home. Basically, I'm just gonna leave it there for a couple or so. of it not really being neatly or anything, just mostly just pure snow on the floor. Yep, I put snow on the floor. Oh yeah, I can show you the mount. But first things first, my indoor house real quick. Yep. This is basically, once it goes through your end, this is basically my house, and don't mind the bottom left corner of the screen of the chat. Basically, that's where I'm actually with a few friends, or basically most of my other friends. I can hear you just fine. Yep. In my own home, you do basically, or anybody's home, anywhere through Final Fantasy 14, you actually have a Orchestrion music box, which plays music, basically. Which plays a bunch of variety of different types of music. Like, it's pretty much locals, locals 2, dungeons, trials, raids, raids 2, ambient, others, and seasonals. I have to go out back out of my house and actually be able to show the set mounts.
Watching this stream on my computer and on PlayStation is confusing. Because my computer is ahead of my PlayStation.
Okay,
Yeah.
there we go. This is the list of mounts. And these are basically the list of summons, basically, on the mount guides. Yep. There you go. And if you're wondering what it's wearing, it's basically the barding. I put the angel barding to it. And yes, I can jump too. Oh, you're fine. Here's the other one. Oh, you're fine. This one's Ceremonial Chocobo. Indeed it is. This one can only be gotten through marrying the person in the game.
Yeah.
And this one also does the same running, just slightly slower, a little bit. Once it loads up on your end. And oh no, that's actually a warp crystal. That makes it where I can go back to my home easily instead of actually not able to do the warping here. Because if I don't have the crystal out, I won't be able to warp there. Because if the crystal's out, then that means I would have to kind of walk my way back over here. True. And I decided to pull out the other one, which you also get within the game. This would be the black one. That one, pretty much. And yeah, go ahead and try that. I'm not gonna put out any more mounts just yet, because there's a lot more.
Yeah, I'm just sitting back, relaxing and watching this stream.
Heck, I even will likely to show everybody else in this particular voice chat who is also watching the stream what you can actually do in the game, besides just doing mounts, showing, such. Unless you prefer to see Final Fantasy VII a little bit. I don't know, I never really tried. That means...
Hello.
Hi.
Potatoes.
Potato. I'm not gonna really show that much on most of this yet. I'd rather wait, because it's it's a bit of a yeah, there's a lot. I'll just put it that much. And yes, I will actually mention this. Yeah, do you have gold saucer on here? You also can race, basically with the chocobo.
Oh no. Chocobo racing.
Yep, and you also have Tetra Master on here. Much like you would play in Final Fantasy 8 and 9. And you also got Mojang and Lord of Vermilion. Just kinda thought I'd put it out there.
It's funny, I'm listening to you through the party, and then I'm also listening to you through the stream.
Wonder. I'm gonna do something
Can
funny.
I? You could do something.
Well, at least I'm doing something. I'm moving my character around, dancing.
I was gonna ask if you could actually go to the party and mute me. Because I'm also on the game myself.
You what? You don't want to be heard on the voice or what?
Yeah, I'm hearing my own voice, and to be honest, it sounds kind of weird.
You may have to go to under settings within the party chat to switch the, putting yourself on voice chats to switch it at the top, so where you don't have to, not allowed for your voice to be heard in the voice chats. Well, not voice chats, but on the here in the stream. Yeah, I can.
Yeah.
Zodiac Eclipse is pretty much my name.
Yeah. Hmm?
Do you have Discord on your phone by any chance? Alright, good. Give me just a sec.
Just go to the general chat and go with Final Fantasy. I put a link directly to his stream.
That works. Yep. If you see me dancing, it's pretty much what I'm doing. And I also have this. Or in this case, hold back and just do it again. Make it flare. Alright, let's see here. Let's go with this one. Mm-hmm. Oh no. Okay, there are 3 people watching now. Oh, it wasn't a dragon. I'm showing the big Moogle. There's your dragon. Actually does. Oops. But let's see, what would be the place to go to fly? Let's go here. Oh. Let's go with this one. Oops, how about it? There we go. It's wings. Oh, I hope Cloud's watching this because he's about to see something really funny. His bike. And it flies. and it plays the Chase bike theme from 7. Yes, it is. Hold on. Hold on. Oh. There's the regalia. Also, this car is a 4-seater, so 4 people can actually, well, technically 3. 3 people can sit in the car. And when I land, it transfers back into a car. Let's see, do I have it? Oh, yeah. This one's for you, Tifa. I hope you like birds. Nope, one of them happens to be the bird of the Round Letter from the Knights of the Round. And it plays his own song. You haven't seen that beautiful yet. Here's one from Shinryu. Enjoy the music. might get a little bit sickening. I can pull it off. Underneath the rocks. Oh, yeah. Reminds me. Let's see here. Let's go with a big bird. Bennu. This one decided to get the its glow and not to mention color by drinking from I guess water that was tainted with Phoenix's blood. And now I became this. Well, I got a variety of different ones. Well, the one that came with the, like, for example, for the Realm Reborn, well, this is actually one of them. The Behemoth. Oh yeah, that's true. The other one... What the... Oh, I don't know why my controller decided to do that. Let me know if it actually went back to broadcasting before I pressed anything. Okay. It's my controller, it tends to do that for some weird reason. It's a bit of a thing that I need to fix later on. There's the unicorn. Glowy horn one? What, this one? This is Nightmare. This one's a combined from what my friend and I had a theory on. It's combined of all the Primal's powers into one horse. Also not. All of them can fly. Here's my most favorite one. Oh. In-game currency? Oh, the Ixion? It's an event thing. That can be done every 30 something to 48 hours in one place. But you're probably gonna need a really large group for that, which I think there's still a lot of people that still do. It is in a lot of ways. This one does fly indeed. This one has actually gotten on the extreme level of Shiva. Well, emotes, we actually do have quite a few. We got the ones they put in for favorites, general, specials, and expressions, and it's quite a lot of them, and all of them. I mean, there's a lot of bowing, Easter bowing, welcome, and there's like over nearly almost 30 freaking emotes. I only use very few of them, such as the bowing, the being, well, that's called a hum. Then there's the Moogle dance, and me using Mega Flare. And if you're wondering what this thing is following me for, that's actually my little minion that I got from the Fairyland. What kind of what? Powers. Okay. This is where I'm gonna have to take myself back. If anybody wants to see a reminiscence of Final Fantasy VII Super Boss Fight, let me know. If you want to see that fight. Actually trying to get myself back to the other area so that way I can do a little fun entrance. And before I do this, to fix it. I'm going to show this here in a reference into Jurassic Park. Yep. Before I actually start this entire thing, I'm gonna do this. Wrong one. Put this in there real quick beforehand. Now, it's gonna pop up in the right side of the screen what exactly the stats what I'm referring to in the game, which you have to keep an eye on before I start this fight. When it pops on the screen, it's gonna show you the HP and the MP, the attributes, the offensive properties, defensive properties, physical properties, mental properties, gear, and roll. For my case, since I'm a DPS, I have to keep an eye on critical, determination, direct hit, along with making sure my attack power is up higher on between offensive properties to physical properties between attack power and skill speed. Let alone, I should not be worried about my defense or magic defense on the defensive properties, because as you know, each armor you get, per se, you have to keep an eye on all that, basically. Since the armor itself, basically, once you get higher level, the more higher level you get, the better the armor you get later on. In my case, since I'm using an item level for 70 on the weapon, let alone being max level 80. And the reason why this armor looks weird right now, because it's actually glammed to the armor overlaid against the armor that I actually have on currently, which means you can make your character however you want, but you have to use glam items to be able to glam certain, to make your character look like Tifa or Cloud and such. So, there's that. You also got your profiling, and you also have titles in the game too. You also have your There is actually a an outfit if ends up having a subscription within the game, he can get Cloud's Advent Children's outfit. Because right now, the only outfits in the game that they have currently is Cloud's, Zidane's, and Leon's. So far. There's a lot of people that's actually been doing that too. So, also, forgot to mention this, Grand Company, you got 3 cities. Dang it, my controller did it again. Don't know why it does that. But no, you do have Grand Companies in 3 different cities. You do have, which I will mention this, Alda, which is the head of the Immortal Flame, Limsa Lamentia, which is the head of the Maelstrom, and New Gradania, which is the head of the Order of the Twin Adder. One's based on fire, the other one's based on sea, the other one's based on nature. And also in the game, you got tank roles, healer roles, DPS roles, physical range DPS roles, and magical range DPS roles. So basically, you do have Marauder, you do have a Gladiator, Dark Knight, and I know I said that a little bit differently. You also have the Gunbreaker, the White, and then that's pretty much the tank. The healer, you got the White Mage, the Scholar, and the Storm. Distance. If you're trying to go for Mage, there's actually quite a few different ones. One of them I would not go for yet. There's Black Mage, there's Summoner, and there's Red Mage. The Blue Mage is... It's basically its own different class on its own. So... Blue Mage is a very limited class that, yeah. But, you also have Reputation between player accommodations that you receive from dungeon fights, trial fights, raid fights, and such. Well, I started off as a Black Mage. That's what I started off with. And you do have, like, Fire 1, well, you know, Fire 2, Fire 3, Fire 4 in the game. You do got Flare as well. You also have, some other things you gotta also remember, which is the multiple different type of, roles you gotta deal with. Same thing with Red Mage and Summoner, and Blue Mage. White Mage is purely focused on healing the tank and party members, basically. Yeah, that's something I actually went for. I actually do go for Samurai, Dragoon, White Mage, Black Mage, and recently Dark Knight. Say what? The blue compass? Blue and compass? Don't know. Are you trying to say what does the Blue Mage come with? Oh. It has its own spellbook. Blue Mage is basically where you have to go into, like, a variety of different, fights with, you know, in the battlefield, and within dungeons, the trials, and raids to actually learn their attacks. But the problem is you either have to get hit by it, or you don't. But some saying, one of my friends basically said you don't have to get hit by it, you just have to let the target use the attack at least twice, 3 times, and then kill the target off and then learn it. That's what it does. But that's what it comes with. It just comes with the basic same thing with what the Black Mage or Red Mage usually goes for, casting gear. Such like mine. Mine says LNG, well, LNC, which means Lancer, and it also says DRG, which is Dragoon. accessories can go on basically PG, which is Pugilist, or Pugilist, LNG, Lancer, MNK, which is Monk, DRG, which is Dragoon, and SAM, which is Samurai. And you also do have soul crystals within the game, which is a variety of different ones you can go with, basically. Each of the different ones actually contains different ones, such as you get the Soul Dark Knight. If you actually get the quest line for that one, you actually get the Dark Knight. You become pretty much the Dark Knight itself. To get the Monk, you have to be level 30 with the Pugilist, and then you go Monk after you get that little crystal from it, the Soul Crystal. Same thing applies to pretty much everything else, except for the ones that don't need a main class, such as Dark Knight, the Samurai, the Machinist, Dancer, Red Mage, Astrologian, and Blue Mage are the only ones that don't need or require any crossing other classes to actually get certain things. But because now they decided to make it where you can do a crossover with most of the action skills. Yeah, you can. I mean, yeah, you have a lot of time. You actually do learn it pretty much over time, depending on what city you go with. Depends on the race that the character you make, what race you tend to make, which class you start off with, and then whatever class you start off with, you start on that city, and you can learn that. Am I human? I'm a catboy. No. I'm a cat boy. Yeah. Yeah, I do have a tail, but it's within concealment of the dragon's tail. Of the armor. Yeah. But that's pretty much the thing. You can actually have fun with that one easily, just by, dang it, get out of here. You can hide your helmet, or you can leave it on. You can hide your weapon, or leave it on. So that's that on that one. No, not really. Well, it depends. Like I mentioned before, depending on your level up and depending on the story as well. Well, not really the story, but depends on your level up, the gear, and you want to progress with the story, which the game does have a long story as it is. Basically, over time, you start to get to where everything starts getting harder and everything starts hitting you, pretty roughly, and where they almost one-shot you. You want to be able to get armor and weapons and accessories enough to where you can survive that. So the best way to do it, if you're like per se, you go to level 30, and if you're a black mage, for that matter, or you want to be black mage, you have to do all the entire thing. Then you gotta start getting black mage and start considering putting certain armor on to your black mage to make it stronger, to hit harder. Depending what they actually have, what kind of we call it, not the rotations or positionals, but rather the status on what material you gotta put onto your armor. But that's in the later time though, on that. It's basically you have to have the right armor, the right accessories, to the right weapon to be able to do more damage. Depending on the damage, you'll do pretty well with that. And so far, as far as I can see, I've actually probably hit about 30,000 in critical direct hit rate. So now, oh yeah, they do. And I'm only showing this as an example. I'm not showing the other armor because kind of, yeah. This is the This is basically
Just kind of fanboying, honestly.
fanboying. What are you fanboying for?
Zach knows what.
Nah. But yeah, this is basically the black mage outfit, even though I kind of colored it in pure white dye. This is actually the weapon that it comes with, basically, once you get the, no, the tip. Nope, that's it. Well, actually, I don't know. Nope, that's just something else. I thought it was a bow myself when I first looked at that.
Nerd!
Oh, Cloud, did you happen to see your bike on stream yet?
Yes.
Okay, just making sure. I hope you're gonna be ready for this because I'm about to initiate a fight that's gonna be a blast from the past for you. Me, yes, I do have the Cloud outfit as well as the Leon and the Zidane.
I guess I'll go back to the stream for a second. Just give me a second.
Let me know. Oh, trust me, this fight you're gonna really fangirl or fanboy in this case. Just let me know when you're back on the stream there, Cloud.
Hold on a second.
I'm just gonna initiate this just in case, even though it's gonna take up roughly about 6 minutes.
YouTube. I'll send you the link. Give me a second. All I know is I'll forever be jealous of Soldier First Class.
And things.
Oof.
Nope. I can hear you.
Yeah, I can hear you.
It might have been impartial from that type. You may have to kind of come back in to the voice check. There's been places that have been doing that.
It might have been impartial.
This may take roughly a couple of minutes. Even though we already have 4 DPSs, we just need 2 tanks and 2 healers. I would, but I don't have it with me. Yeah, I don't have it with me at the moment. It's actually... No. Once it... Well, basically I can actually withdraw from it regardless. See if I can actually get it. Let's go. Here. I'm gonna try to do this as fast as possible while waiting for the queue to pop. Or not. When it starts doing that kind of ding click, basically what happens is I get put into the entire thing, so we may have to do the fight regardless. Oh, I could leave it, but this is something that you guys need to experience for yourselves. Enjoy the cutscene. Enjoy the cutscene, enjoy the fight as well. I'm the dragon that likes to fight. He is. Enjoy!
Oh my god! Is that a Ruby weapon?
Yes, it is.
Oh my codfish. No stream and then say you'd be stupid.
These are the... Oh, they started the fight. Never mind. Love sticking his claws on the floor, just let you know. Ow. Actually, this is where that trust within the team that you're with. Oh, here comes that AoE thing that I avoid. Yep. Hope you're enjoying the music on this too. Yet. Phase 1 behind you. Oh, and there's his claws. You guys wanted to know what it really would look like in the remake. Well, this is actually that base part of it, which is going to be looking like the remake. Could be, but unfortunately this isn't as close yet. Okay, here's phase 3. Well, not phase 3, but phase 2. Here's phase 2. We just did phase 1. Here's phase 2. Nope. After phase 2, that's it. We're already in the last part. the whole time. This is where it gets intense. 10 to 9 that she can enrage and wipe the party if you're not quick enough. Literally. This is where I have to move out of the way. Now this is the part that usually happens sometimes when you got players that are not paying attention at all. They start doing this thing here. They don't move the targets out of the way, it becomes white right here. As you can tell, the floor, yep. This is that wipe that happens. This thing it luckily starts at the beginning of phase 2. He'll be back. Yep.
Yeah. We'll bang up again. Just mute it so I can watch the stream. Demonetized there. I know this, Sherlock. It depends on audio settings.
now she's dead. And a more clear picture of the beast. Right in front. Yep. That was called the Cinder Drift normal mode. And if you're wondering, yes, there is actually an extreme mode I have yet to attempt. The extreme mode is actually the first phase that you saw at the beginning of the entire fight. That first phase beginning is actually easy on the normal. Extreme mode is not so easy. The extreme mode is actually a real pain. Okay, you did say you wanted to see the cloud outfit, so... in here. Nope, not this one. Move first. There it is. Let's see here. And let's remove the helmet and the weapon. And yes, that is actually for the 60-day for the subscription. Yeah, about 60 days on the subscription. So, Cloud, if you're looking at this, there's your outfit. And it does actually have the little entries for the swords on the back. No. No, you just need to get it from the Square Enix, basically, for those 60 days, basically. I actually paid the long length 180 days, basically. That's about at least 80-something dollars to 77, depending on if they do it. To actually get that one out, if I actually just... No, if it's a 60 days thing, basically, it's mainly, I would normally pay about something around, like, if it's on discount, it'd be 77, or 76 or 77, I don't know. They usually have a discount on the Mog Station. Yeah. Well, yeah, there are options on that. There are options on between, like, 1 month to such. It depends on how much on the option they have on there, because it does variety on, like, on the months. Like, if you're wanting for 1 month, it's usually throughout with just 1 month, basically. Then you gotta do it for the next month after that, for that, resubbing. In total, yes. After the 60 days, so for being subbed twice, between if you do it now and next month, or basically an example, basically, then yeah. This back on. Luckily, I already know which ones are. Oh yeah. Oops, not that one, but the other one. Put that away. Let's see, what else do they have here? Well, and here you also, in the end, you get the armor, which you can put, like, seasonal outfits and such. I already have, like, the wizard's outfit, to the royal outfit, to most of the other seasonal... Nah, they haven't really put that in there, and not to mention they have, like, some other events in here. Mm-hmm, they do. Oh, I forgot to mention, they also have Noctis's outfit in here too. They also have Arabia Fang's blade as well in here too. Or in this case, her lance from Final Fantasy XIII. There's a bunch of different stuff in here. Crystal Bell basically is for if you want to restyle your hair and recolor it. Crystal Bell. Let's see. Fairies. You want to see dragons? The one and only place I can think of would be the Onyx Shrine. They can't hurt me. Nope. Let's see. Fine, drag it out. That is a big crystal. Let's see where there you are. Land of Dragons. This would be number one of the places. Yep. The next dragon I move to, basically, once this goes to your end, is another one. Oh, speaking of small dragons, a sec. Where is it? Yep. Yep. Yep, I do have a lot of different ones due to a lot of they're what? Actually there is. Yep. And this one, most of the minions that you get in the game actually follow you. Let's see, where's the other one at? Because I have a second one somewhere. Oh, there you are. There's the other one. You wanna know something hilarious about that dragon? That small one is actually this big one. Mm-hmm. Nope. Actually, my recent one would be... Which one was this one again? Oh, there's the other one. I actually just got that one just recently. Oh, yeah, you also have this. That'll be Omega. Yeah. There's the other orange. This one is actually my ex's favorite. This one is called Alpha. Let's see, do I have a dog pet companion? What is it? Nope, that's a wolf pup. Let's see. Hold on, I should have a different kind of pet. Yeah, that would be a fox. Oh no, that's a alligator. Alert or anything. That would be a cat. There are actually quite a few of them. I'm trying to figure out which one. I do have a few. That the one that I showed you previously was one of them, which was the wolf pup. Was actually one of them. The fox is another one, but it's and here's I don't even know where I got this one. This was from the what? That would be Unicolt. Oh, don't feel bad. Guess what? I got another one for you. Sad thing is, if I do that, this one disappears, and then I have to put the other one back away for this one to appear again. When I went to the event, I actually had enough tokens to get the horse, this this little tiny one of that same one, and as the trophy to add to it, I actually got its horn. Here's a different dog, though. What do you consider it a dog? It's so freaking small. Okay, let's see. Oh, here's Vivi. Even though his name is Gigi, but he's actually Vivi. Yep. Nope, those are... But this thing here? Turns into that. You ever seen one of the Nair games? At least the newer one, or like not really new, but rather the second one, or whatever. Oh, okay. Here's one from Final Fantasy VIII. That's Eden. Glad you haven't seen the bigger version of it. But yeah, this is basically the, where I'm at right now is the land of the dragons. Why am I taking the long way? I can just take the short way up. This is the pretty much where the dragons sleep from. No, they're pretty. Well, that's the thing. A lot of people have been asking that same question, but Granix said no. But they are here within this expansion of the first expansion they put out after A Realm Reborn, which is the base game. Once you get through the A Realm Reborn, it goes into the first expansion known as Heaven's Ward. This is actually the Heaven's Ward section of the game. I hope you like volcanoes. We got a dead dragon there, and a bit of a dead corpse. We also got dinosaurs here. Got more dragons here. There is actually one thing I can... Yep, there's dinosaurs here too. Different variations of them. Weird ones. They can't hurt me though, that's the thing. And this is the volcano. Going down. Yep. No, that has a barrier, which they would not put that there, but... I wish we could keep it better. Also, on the right... No, not the right, but the left side of the TV screen is going to show a map. Yep, those are side quests. Those are indeed side quests. And it's a really big map. Yeah, there's a lot of different things about this game that I like about it. The fights, the scenery, the music. Oh, I know. Yeah, I've just reached the top where there's more dragons that are flying. Ah. You're talking about the land of the fairies. This... Oh, you're fine. This is... I'm basically showing you this now because this is the land where the fairies live. Because it's night to morning in the game. Meanwhile, I'm gonna go to this other person who has a dragon. Literally. Oh, you'll see. This is the... Yeah, that's the dragon that actually drops in one of the man raids. But under the savage mode, but problems haven't really gotten it yet. So what I... just like doing this. Just kind of just circle around it. Let's see if it's actually shining in here. Please tell me it's shining here. Shining here. There we go. These are the two fairies. Yes. Oh, I forgot to mention I can do this too. I wish. Like I said, I wish. I really wish. Oh, it has food animations. No, they have added food. The food actually gives you benefit effects though. Because I have it in my inventory. Basically, most of the items that I actually got within the game are from the quest lines throughout a couple of years or so ago. It doesn't expire in the game. Oh, you're talking about, let's see. Let's do this. There. Oh, I forgot to mention we got a slide. It should be showing up here on your very shortly. Oh yeah, I did not show that part. I forgot the one thing they actually... Huh? Alright. Around. It's basically everything else. Oh, there's an inlet. Such. I hope you're a fan of swimming. No. Yes. No. Well, not in this area, no. Nope. Going down. No, no monsters here. That's because it's seaweed and such. Seaweed, kale, whatever usually grows underwater that has to do with plants. And there's another player doing their thing. Nah. Back up. Flying further up. There's it is. A big, large building. No, but I can show you where the place you can get married though in the game. Yeah. What, this place? This would be a dungeon during the time period. This one would be... Oh, no, I don't need to enter it. I can just show you what it is. It's basically the Dancing Plague and Dancing Plague Extreme. That's basically the trial against the, Tanya. Furry woman. Well, actually... Of all frickin' names, they chose that name and that... Oh, never mind. And I went underwater by accident, not meaning to. I decided to go too far down to the water. That's what happened. But I went too far down in the water. Well, we're going there here momentarily. I'm gonna... This is Lakeland. One of my most favorite places I like. Because of the place reminds me of Kuja's Ultima spell. Literally. Now, let's see. We're going here. Now we're going to the place. Could be both. Let's ride on Slipnir. Odin's horse. Odin's horse. I'll just put it that way. I mean, the guy, the voice Yugimoto, actually... Well, the guy who voices for Yugimoto is actually the voice for Mewtwo in the new movie in Pokemon on Netflix. I watched it and watched the ending, as well as the ending credits. Sanctum of the 12th. The wedding area. The inside is not, though. Well, no. In this place, basically, you can get married in the game, but with the inside, you can actually customize the place how you want it, but only for that time. And only for that. Yeah. Yeah, before you actually get the married thing, once you actually get everything done, you can actually give out invitations to people that you want to, as friends, to go and to participate alongside with everybody else to watch the wedding. I mean, you can make it. Well, you're fine. But yeah, this is where you can get married and everything else. But I actually wasn't married once in the game. Once. Oh. I think that's why they call this place basically, it's where among friendship and trust, where all thorny areas has a lot of issues. Up and away? I'm so glad they haven't done the crossover with Disney's Kingdom, well, you know, Final Fantasy and Kingdom Hearts and such on this game. Oh, I did it. Yeah. Also, welcome to the, well... No, unfortunately they haven't put in a second thing for that. Wish they did, though. This is actually my, well, this is actually my, FC leader's home. Well, basically, the house that he decided to make. Yeah, you can actually build, and this is actually the headquarters. Yeah. Actually, you don't need to sleep at all, but you can go into the end to sleep to where you can log out of the game. If you want to. No. Welcome to the inside of the FC house. My friend already established she can sign up into life. Or upstairs? Yeah, that is a fish tank. I'm curious about this purple thing real quick. Oh. Yeah, my friends decided to put the song on there, the Worm's Tail. Lucky. Ah. There we go. Fish tank. Yeah, remember that thing I was talking about with the Exion horn? Well, there's the horn. And that's what it does. I actually have that on my own. Ah, somebody actually got the wing of Shiryu. Nice. And this is... yeah. And also, if you see this particular couch, this is actually from Garuda. Not that I made, but I'd have my next come back to kind of redecorate my home again. Baruto? Get back to my home. This is my home. And then there's this. Oh, that's a carbuncle on the far right. That's a carbuncle lantern. The one on the table is actually ultimate weapon. That would be the currently what I'm playing right now. Our Castrian playlist. Hold on. I gotta... let's see. Dungeon. Well, which one do you want to listen to? Local? Locals 2. Dungeons. Trials. Raids. Raids 2. What? Oh, that one. Keep listening. It is. That's pretty much what it sounds like. I actually fell in love with the theme because of the fact of, well, it's from a raid, and I happened to like that raid, and it was from the Heaven's Ward section. Now, you want to know something about that Ruby weapon fight that I had to deal with? Enjoy. That was the song that was playing during the fight. Pretty good song, though. It is. Oh, this is the one I actually like most as well. It's not pretty, but it's something my friend and I actually went up against. They're Shadowbringers. Nope. Nope. Above ground. It was above the skies on the mountain. There's actually a video I can show through here in the game that's from the book, but I have to go back to New Verdania to show that. Yeah. Oh no, it's really not much of anything. It's basically because each type of how can I say it? Anything you defeat within the game, it records the entire scene of the storyline of that sequence into a book, and the only when you go sleep at an end in the game, it actually records from there, and it stays on that little thing. So basically, say if I actually went up against hold on, I have a better idea. No, the game actually records them as a story and puts it in a book. And you can view the book easily within the game, each time you complete them. And see, that's one of the things I've always liked about the game, because I can always go back to where I was before, something that I happen to like, go search a book that happened to like that particular theme, and just watch it repeatedly. And if I actually like this particular song, I usually search for it on YouTube for that. That's normally what I look for, is the song for the, not the scene, but the song itself. But the reason why I mention about it, because if you look at the scene while watching, while watching the theme and while dealing with that entire, listening to the song, it becomes very, very apparent. And that's my friend over there. Just putting that right there, then letting you see the bunny. Yep. That's a lot of bunny females in this game, I'll tell you that much right now. Well, there's humans, there's elves, there's cats, there's, yeah. Unending journey is where it all is. Let's see, which one was it? Yeah. I think... I don't know if it was this one. Well, I'll get to that in a little bit. Well, if you're gonna do that, then I'll do this real quick then. Enjoy this cutscene. I think this is the right one. I'm not entirely sure. Mountain Gog from one of the Final Fantasy franchise.
Would you look at that? The citizens of Yulemore engaging in what can only be described as manual labor. Who would have thought it possible? Do you know the most reliable way to deal with those who stubbornly refuse to see reason? You conquer them. Crush them under heel. Such was the trusted method of Alec, and one still favored by Garlemald. But conquest is the easy part. The true challenge begins once the dust has settled, quenching the glowing embers of animosity and maintaining a semblance of peace. This requires the conqueror to treat the conquered with dignity, and the conquered to let bygones be bygones, a difficult feat to achieve. But you have achieved just that, to my considerable surprise. It's a compliment. Take it. The vibrant energy that fills the air when like-minded souls gather. To think back on that time before time, fair brings a tear to the eye. What? You thought ancient beings like us incapable of crying? Well, rest assured that if your heart can be broken, then so can mine. Back when the world was whole, we had family, friends, loves. Men knew peace and contentment, and with our adamant souls, we could live for an age. There was no conflict born of want or disparity. Our differences paled into insignificance next to all we had in common. And then there was Amarant. Never was a city more magnificent. From the humblest streets to the highest spires, she fairly gleamed. Not that you would remember any of this. Never mind. The point is, the world of old was a far better place than what we have now. I believe you would like it, having witnessed the things you have. Remember, you are of the source. Unlike the half-men here, you stand only to gain. Should you survive the remaining calamities, you will become our equal. A complete existence in a complete world. But such talk is a pleasure for later. Back to work, hero. There was one thing I had meant to ask. How well do you know the Exile? Has he ever deigned to show you what hides beneath the cowl? What? Never? Even to you? How very interesting. I shall enjoy working out what it means. Until next time.
I knew you could do it, dearest. I never doubted you for a moment.
It's alive. I don't know if you remember, but when we first met in this world, I was all but spent. I never thought to wonder why until now. think it all just got to be too much. The guilt of causing the flood. Knowing everyone hated me. But the worst thing was the solitude. Time wears you down, Hai. Solitude eats away at you. It was this close to finishing me off.
Oh, it is.
But as bad as it got, and as empty as I felt, I can't even begin to imagine what it must be like for Em itself. All of which is a long way of saying, don't make a choice that leaves you alone. Nothing is worth that. Especially not eternity.
Glad tidings, my friend. The ladder lives again.
The three of us have been invited to do the honors. Are you up for it? Of course, if you're worried that the whole thing might come crashing down, we can always find someone else. That's the spirit. Come on, then.
We rode the ladder too, my comrades and I. Once upon a time. Watched the horizon grow, and the town shrink below us.
Was this one or the other one?
Awed and terrified in equal measure. We ascended without a word, the silence broken only by the rhythm of the gears. No one but me remembers that day. Remembers our journey and our end. Retread the path. Seek, and you may yet find.
Hold on. Hold on. That one. I think it was this one. I'm just trying to see if I can find it, but I'm also trying to show that last particular segment.
You're a sight for sore eyes. I don't know about you, but I bumped into quite a few sin eaters out there. You too, then. It seems the closer we get to Mount Gulg, the more of them there are. Looks a lot bigger from here, doesn't it? If I were Vorthri, the first thing I'd do is surround myself with as many sin eaters as I could lay my hands on. And judging by the number we've already faced, his lordship is of the same mind. This is going to be a tough climb. But first things first. We need to determine if climbing is even an option. The more I look, the less likely Ishtola is right to be worried. But flying may be our only choice after all.
Ah, yeah, it was this one, I think.
There you are. Master Alphino was afeard you had met with some misfortune.
Periange. And you too, Exarch. What brings you here?
I wish to observe the final struggle with my own eyes. I arrived at Bottom Rung too late to accompany you, but I was in time to join Urianger and the others. Come, let us see how this unfolds.
I believe this is it.
Well, it seems flying is off the table.
If we have learned that much, then the Machina have served their purpose.
Ah, so that's what they were for. Wasteful, but effective.
It would seem our foe will not be reached by land or air. We must needs withdraw to consider another course. Master Alphino waiteth for us at Top Rung. Thither should we make our way.
I might. Yeah, I might actually have to find the other half. Yeah.
Meow mix.
Meow mix? Meow mix? I'm actually gonna stop the progress. Well,